to Veganische Finds. Welcome to Vegan Finds, where we're going to turn this into this Beyond Meat Bratwurst with a curry sauerkraut on a Currywurst sauce base. You will not be disappointed. If you like spicy, this is the dish for you. Stick around and I'll show you how to make it real quick. Okay, so in continuing with Oktoberfest, we are going to be making Currywurst. I know it sounds strange. Don't ask me why, but somehow Currywurst is a German thing. And basically, it is taking Bratwurst and cooking a tomato-based curry sauce with, and just topping the, brats with the curry sauce. In addition to that, we're going to be making a curry onion sauerkraut. What is it? Doris came up with a curry sauerkraut. I don't know. Something. That's what we're calling it. Curry, I don't know something. Sauerkraut. So, stick around. We'll show you how to put this together. First thing we're going to do is start by making the sauce. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start by dicing our onion. I'm going to get all of our ingredients set up to make the Currywurst sauce. And in this case, I'm not dicing them too small. I would say they're slightly bigger than small dice, but smaller than medium dice. So 3/4 inch dice. I don't know. Some days, it's just this is one of those Indian summer days. It's too hot in the house, but not hot enough to turn on the air conditioning. So it's just uncomfortable enough to make me a little bit crazy. That's all. Once I get some hard cider in me, I'll be all set. So we're doing one onion. We're going to do a minced garlic clove. Whoa. Should pay attention to what I'm cutting as opposed to looking in the wrong direction there. Get rid of that. And a couple other ingredients. Wow, this is a potent onion. Whew.
It's a black onion.
We got some more black onions. A crazy deal. How much were the onions, Dor? For like what? How big a bag?
25 pounds.
So we got 25 pounds of onions for $10. I mean, that's just nuts. That's just nuts. Can't complain about that. So, got my onion. It smells terrific. Very potent. Now I'm going to get the other ingredients together. Once I have them all assembled, I'm going to show you how to put the sauce together. So we found this handy dandy little jar of organic tomato paste. And I will say that this is going to be a lot more convenient than using canned tomato paste, because basically you open the can. If you don't use the whole can, it's wasted. I'm going to be using 2 tablespoons out of this. So I've got my garlic here. I've got my onions here. I'm going to use the tomato paste. We're going to start cooking our sauce right now. It's going to go bing, bang, boom, and it'll be ready shortly. So I'll be back in a blink. So I got some oil in the pan. Now I'm going to be adding our onions and garlic. To the onions and garlic, I'm going to be adding 2 tablespoons of the tomato paste here. Of course. Why should it be easy and come out of the jar, or have the jars wide enough to hold it? So that's one. See, this is the difference between us and a professional show. You get to see all the mistakes that we make as we go along. We're not perfect. Nobody is. Okay, so we got 2 tablespoons here. I'm going to bust out a wooden spoon. I'm going to start mixing this up. We're going to saute this for a little bit. While that's sauteing, I've got a can, I'll show you, of Doris tomato puree, extra thick, the way we like it. And in my spice mix, I've got a half a teaspoon of cumin, a half a teaspoon of coriander, a tablespoon of paprika, and a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper to give it a kick. I will be adding a tablespoon of some yellow, you can't see it, so it's a medium yellow curry powder. Doris likes yellow curry, so that's what we're going to do to make the currywurst. And I don't know if that's traditional or not, but we're going to find out in a minute. Okay, so I have my pan on medium-high heat. You can really start to smell everything that's going on. I'm going to open up my can of tomatoes. Now, if you don't have pureed tomatoes, you can use whole tomatoes. Throw them in there. Just put the sauce into a blender and blend it up. I just don't want to make a mess, or more of a mess. Let me rephrase that. Than I already do. So I got my can. It's open. Just gonna let this cook just a teeny tiny bit more. Whew. It smells good. I'm going to add my tomatoes to this. I'm going to add my seasonings. Just going to give it a quick stir. And we're going to let that cook. I'm going to add my, before I forget, because well, let's be honest, it has happened. If you've ever watched any of our things, I have forgotten to put stuff in. Then I have to either add it later. So I got my tablespoon of curry. I'm actually just going to give this a little zing. Make sure we get it all out. Oh, it smells fantastic. That much I can tell you. I'm also going to add just a tablespoon of vegan Worcestershire. We made this a long time ago. Now you can actually find it. This was before you could actually find vegan Worcestershire. I'm going to have to turn this down a little bit. And this is going to cook for 10 minutes. You want it to slightly simmer and reduce. You don't want it to be boiling away because it'll burn. And nobody wants a burnt tomato sauce. That much I can tell you. Now, the story behind Currywurst is rather interesting. It was invented by a woman. And she went on to later patent, or try to patent, I don't know if she was successful, a curry-based ketchup. I don't know her name. If I can find it, I will let you know. But really interesting to see how, you know, things kind of, the genesis of various dishes. I'm going to take a little taste. Tasty. So I'm going to let this cook and simmer for the next 10 minutes. While that's happening, I'm going to start on my other dishes, or the other parts of my dish. While the sauce is bubbling away, I'm going to start by prepping the sauerkraut onion curry topper that we're going to be doing for this dish. And once again, we're going to be peeling away our onions. If I can. There we go. Beautiful. Oh, I'm telling you, that onion power of these things is awesome. If you ever have a chance to go up into the black dirt area of New York, Get some really great onions, some great apples. A lot of apple orchards up there.
Really good potatoes.
Really good potatoes. Great, now's the time to go. The potatoes are being harvested. The apples are being picked. Get, just excellent deal, especially if the apples will last a long time. So we got how much? 25 pounds of apples for $30. All different kinds. We got Empire, Mitsui, what else? Cortland's and Cameos. And every orchard's different. You just got to go and check out, what they have. And all I'm just going to do is cut them into these half moons, like so.
And what's great is they don't have the wax on them.
Right. So these, and that they're fresh right off the tree, as opposed to what you get in the store, which can be a year, 2 years old. I mean, those apples that come from Washington, they're in cold storage for a long time. It's not
and you can taste the difference.
You can definitely taste the difference. There's just a
snap to that apple.
They're so good. I will say I eat a lot of apples at this time of year. Oh my God, my eyes are just melting right now. I gotta sharpen this knife. I'm sure the viewers are saying he's gonna slice off his finger. That's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be a Halloween special right there.
I'm not taking you to the hospital.
You're not taking me to the hospital?
No, we'll go to like a Medimerge or something. I don't know.
Why? So they could reattach it?
I don't know.
Why do you want to go to a Medimerge?
I don't want to go to the hospital.
You've had bad experience, not me. I've never had a bad experience at the hospital. I've been once for a stitch. So I got some sauerkraut here. Now I'm just going to turn on my pan, which is magically right here. I'm going to throw in my onions like so. We're going to let those start to basically cook a bit. We just want them translucent and just cook through. Then we're going to add the sauerkraut and the curry powder, and then we're going to add our brats to cook the brats. Oh, I'm adding mustard to this? I didn't know that. So I'm also going to add some mustard, so it's going to be a curry mustard sauerkraut mix to our dish. So let me cook these for a bit, and I will get back to you when I'm ready to add the other ingredients. Okay, so our onions are cooking. They're starting to lose their color, become a little bit more translucent. So I'm going to add our sauerkraut in honor of my mother. The sauerkraut. Going to add a tablespoon of curry, because as you know, we love to layer our flavors here. So got a tablespoon in. We're going to do a tablespoon of German mustard as well. Let me just mix this up. Oh, I think Doris is onto something here. This could be a good hot dog topper. You just wanted to eat the brat, the vegan brat, like a hot dog, opposed to what we're doing. Oh, it smells fantastic. So I'm going to get that. Now I'm going to add a tablespoon of mustard. We're using some organic German mustard from Whole Foods here. Because you can't have a brat without mustard. I mean, let's be honest. I don't care. And if we only had some gluten-free German beer, we'd be all set. I don't know if Germans make gluten-free beer. So I'm going to just let this cook for 2 or 3 minutes. Then I'm going to definitely move this to the side and get our brats into the pan here so we can cook those too. Okay, so our curry kraut is done. I'm just going to take it out of the pan. It'll be ready in a moment. So I'm just going to take it out. Now the curry powder that we're using is quite spicy. Woo. Makes an impact, let me tell you. So you don't have to use a spicy curry. If you want something mild, use a mild. This was a medium spicy that we got from the Savory Spice Shop. If you have one of those places by you, they have just a cornucopia, a plethora of all sorts of great, wonderful spices. They're really fresh. They haven't been sitting on the shelf somewhere for 14 years, and you know, because you're the only person who buys curry, you're getting one of these 90 million year old containers of curry. So I'm going to add a little bit of oil to my pan here. And now I'm going to start by cooking up our Beyond Meat sausages. Ow! See, you don't ever hear that on a professional cooking show. Ow! That one, something splattered and got me right in the face. Not cool. Not cool, I say. Alright, so we're going to cook these, get them nice and brown, and then we're going to put this dish together. Shouldn't be more than a couple minutes. Okay, so our brats are just about cooked. Maybe another minute or more. And what I'm going to do is, the sauce is done. It's set to the side. I got my curry kraut concoction over here. And we're going to put this baby together right now, ready to go. So I'll be back to show you how it's done. Okay, so I got my plate here. I'm going to take a spoonful, a generous spoonful of our Currywurst sauce. Yeah, a little bit more. Like so. Spread it out. Make it look pretty. Now, normally speaking, you would basically plop, you know, the sausage down and then put the sauce on top. I'm not doing that. I'm going to take some nice little brat right there. So we got the brat, and now we're going to do some of our little curry kraut, like so. And then there's one final touch, which I'm going to be adding to this. Okay, and the final piece de resistance, some frizzled, gluten-free, vegan fried onions. All I can tell you is that looks amazing. It smells amazing. The components taste great. So here's the final product. You got your Beyond Meat Bratwurst. You got some curry sauerkraut topping and a Currywurst sauce on the bottom. This is for Oktoberfest week. Please, if you like these recipes, click subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a comment, give us a thumbs up, tell your friends. Please tell your friends, get them to subscribe. And follow us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, follow us on TikTok, follow us on Instagram.
TikTok for now.
TikTok for now. If you haven't downloaded TikTok, do it quick. Oh, but by the time you hear this, it'll be gone off of all the things, thanks to the court system. We'll call it the court system. So, enjoy, be healthy, and we'll be back with some more great recipes tomorrow.